Yeah, I brought another bottle of sauce. I don't even know if it's the same one to give to you. He doesn't like my sauces. They're usually too hot for him.
Yeah, and now we're doing this shit.
We're live. Yeah, now we're doing this crazy stuff. All right. 5th episode of Sample the Heat. Special guest, Chris Clark from Four Fires Meadery. He makes some amazing elixirs out of honey, fruit, and some not so average ingredients a lot of the time. Thanks for stopping out. You ready to do some hot sauce?
Yeah, let's ruin our stomachs.
All right. Well, let's start with the first one.
What's this one?
This one's jalapeno.
Okay.
Jalapeno. It's not very hot. It's around 4,000 Scoville units, somewhere around there, 3,900.
Looks good.
It's kind of like a jalapeno garlic mustard almost. Kind of. So.
I like the color on it. Looks like it coats really well too.
Oh yeah. This is definitely one I'm gonna have to replenish. So. Super good. Need napkins. So you
Oh, that's real good.
you just went and seen the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Phil Collins last night.
The best frontman of Genesis to ever be.
Very good. Where was it at?
Little Caesars Arena
Oh,
up in Detroit.
sold out, I'm assuming.
Pretty close. I mean, we saw some sporadic open seats, but it was few and far between. I mean, it was pretty packed. An incredible show. I mean, it would have been better to see him, a little bit healthier in his day. He was in the chair for pretty much the whole concert, but
Yikes.
you could not tell. That voice was stunning. And first of all, sitting down and singing like that, I couldn't believe he sung like that, sitting down for 2 hours. Like, it takes some real gut strength to do that.
Oh, I bet. Like one of the oldies but goodies that I got to see was. Trying to think, why can't I remember the name right now? But they also sat in a computer chair and like rocked it out.
That was the last time I saw George Clinton, Parliament and Funkadelic.
That's what it was. I seen him on the beach out in Cocoa Beach, Florida. I think that was for my 40th birthday.
Again, they're still killing it. Like, the concerts are incredible.
No, insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. You could not tell that, anything was stressing him out. He was just bouncing around in a computer chair. He stood up a couple times, but like...
Let alone that they've been singing for 40, 50 fucking years.
Yeah, crazy. Absolutely crazy. So that's super stellar to see happen. We'll move right along to the next one. We've got the butt plug relief sauce. Got something stuck in your ass, eat this, it'll come right out.
You've been talking this one up for a few weeks now, so I'm excited about this one.
It's really good. I was expecting it to be a little hotter, but it actually tastes good despite having like a super funny label on it. It's a little Worcestershire in there. There's all kinds of funky
This
stuff.
is chunky.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff happening in this one.
Ooh. In case I used some peppers in this one, though. First one was like, I'd finish that bottle in a sitting.
Yeah, you could chug it for sure. You could definitely chug it for sure. But tastes good. So once a beer brewer, now a mead maker. What got you into mead and away from beer? You made some pretty fantastic beers, and now you're on to making some pretty fantastic wine.
We, when I was first home brewing, with the guys that we started Four Fires with, Josh, Athrea, and Andrew, we all were into mead at the time. I mean, we drank bee nectar, we drank Shrams. I mean, really, you're at fault. I was just an unsuspecting beer drinker. I still had a bit of a wallet, and then you decided to open up that 2014 episode 13, and I think the next day I spent $300 or $400 in town on mead.
Yeah, I remember that phone call. I was struggling just to get a couple bottles of it, and I got a phone call saying how much of an asshole I was. And you ended up with like a case and a half of the stuff.
Case and a half.
So pretty crazy. And now you own your own meadery.
Yeah.
Four Fires makes some amazing stuff, and I see you've brought some some extra special additions to the show. He does include hot peppers in some of his meads, which is, you would think odd, but the flavor profile added with honey. I mean, you see honey habanero sauces all over the place, honey barbecue.
There's a lot
sauces,
of just fruited hot sauce in general coming out now.
Yeah, I think an episode of the hot ones, they did a blueberry one that was somewhere around, bottle 3 or 4.
Blueberries work super well with peppers. I don't know why, but they just do.
Acidity, maybe?
It's got to be it.
It's got to be. All right, we'll go on to the next one. This is one of my favorites that we've been doing on the show. This comes from the episode on Hot Ones, Barbados style. It's just got this funky orange color, but it's super floral. I'm not sure what peppers they use. Of course, I could probably read the bottle and it would tell me, but so moving on up. This one has a little bit extra kick to it. I've been tearing apart the flats. You more of a flat guy or the drum guy?
Flats, all day. Or full wing if they have full wing if they have the option.
Okay.
I love those cartilage bits.
One of these days we're gonna do turkey wings.
The flap,
A little.
just there, just.
We do have some people in the green room today. We didn't on the last episode. It was just me and Adam last time. So we got Mr. Clint McLaughlin, DJ Quake, in the house. He was supposed to be on this last week, but came down with an ill virus or something. Probably not COVID. You weren't COVID, were you?
Well, if it had been COVID or cold, I think this might have helped.
Yeah, he's like, I can't take shit. Give me the hot shit.
I can't breathe. I can't taste. Oh, now I can.
So making wine. We'll move on to the next one. Los Calientes. This one actually has a little Latin flavor to it.
This one was really good, actually.
I know. I told you that one was tasty.
Barbados style.
What's been some of the hardest ingredients to find to create your wonderful wine with? Like, I know you go everywhere from using vanilla beans to hot peppers.
And one we've used truffles and saffron and almost used caviar in it, but that test batch went a little south.
I would say so. I would think any fish product would go kind of weird in a...
The goal was to get real opulent with it, so. Oh, God, shit, that's good again.
This is what inspired me to do tacos last time.
Dude, the cumin in that is off the charts. I would say the most difficult ingredients were, for a while, they were vanilla beans. Maybe not difficult, but expensive for sure.
And you got not just vanilla beans. I mean, you were getting them from all different regions.
We still do. We get regional vanilla beans. Most expensive ones I think we ever got were these Tongan vanilla beans. We were only allowed to buy 10. And wholesale, they were $25 a bean.
Wow. That's an expensive product.
Arguably the most incredible vanilla beans I've ever seen, smelled, and tasted. I would say on any given year, it's got to be fruit. So last year, apples were damn near impossible to get.
COVID knocked that out, huh?
Late frost kind of killed the buds. This year it's raspberry.
Raspberry.
Bad crops this year.
No kidding. And
Yep.
that's like one of the easiest ingredients to use. I know from making mead, it's, you don't have to use that much to get that raspberry flavor, where like blueberries, I mean, you just got to make it a 12-gallon batch, 10 gallons of it better be blueberry.
Yeah.
All right, moving right along. We've got Steve-O's hot sauce for your butthole. I saved you a little bit today because I pulled the Butthole Destroyer out of the mix because it definitely lives up to its name.
So I did some pre-prep for that, though. I was reading on the internet because I've not gotten Montezuma's Revenge in a long time, but I know anytime I have Da Bomb, I'm just miserable.
Yeah.
So apparently eating a few bananas before you start this mess is
Helpful, huh?
is helpful for that fire on the mound.
Never heard that term before, but wow, I'll have to check. I've been keeping spoonfuls of honey. just to kind of give some coating.
The sugar will help. Salts will make it worse for a bit, but then help.
This is a super tasty sauce as well.
Yeah, this one doesn't have maybe as much heat as like that Barbados did, but the 3 of these have just been absolutely stacked with flavor.
Oh, it's just tons of garlic in this. I bought it just for the, I don't know, just because said hot sauce for your butthole. But it actually turned out to taste good. This is the second bottle. I'm gonna have to buy a third.
Because you've had a few of his sauces now, right?
Well, I've only had the 2. There's only 2 that I know of.
Oh, okay.
And it's the hot sauce for your butthole and Butthole Destroyer. This you can actually buy by the gallon.
It smells almost like chili crisp a little bit. There is a hot sauce I do buy by the gallon, actually. From here in Ohio. It's a producer out of Columbus. Fartley Farms. He's got some real cool hot sauces. He's got the Serrano garlic one that has replaced sriracha for me entirely.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Chunkier, you can see flecks of chili pepper and like seed in there, and the flavor is just, I mean, it's like they doubled down on the flavor of sriracha.
Interesting. I've been like trying to find like craft sriracha out there because I know it exists. And
The Fartley Farms Serrano garlic.
all right, where would you find it in town or just online?
I know he sells online right now, and he'll mail directly to you in the state of Ohio for sure.
Now is that where you get your peppers for the mead?
It's where we've started getting a lot of them from. So we also get a lot of that stuff as local as possible. There are some few key ingredients. So like slapping the basil for our blueberry basil. We buy all of our basil here locally in town. So during the warmer months, we like to buy from Herbaceous and from Bittersweet Farms. And then for larger bulk and for the cold months, we buy from Balance Farms with their hydroponics lab. Peppers, we get, Balance has offered to do some pepper growth for us, but they've not had the demand for the amount of peppers we want. But we've had some growers like Michael at Herbaceous grew some super hots for us one year.
Okay.
And some of those ended up into this dastardly little bit that we'll ruin the evening with.
So I tell Chris I'm gonna rip his lining of his stomach out, and he says, "Oh yeah, I got one up for you." So when we're done with these wings, I guess we're gonna tap into some spicy wine,
including a mead that we've not released. It's about 3 years old, and the only reason we haven't released it is we're scared. We don't want to hurt anyone.
Well, I had it
I'd
when.
love to try that.
Oh, you can.
Like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I want to be hurt.
You won't
I want to be hurt.
You won't love it after, but
Well, I've definitely had.
that's
had a
got
sip
some
of it.
spice.
Yeah, it's got flavor and spice. Like that one kicks. I had it about a year into its production, and it was spicy then. And I just remember you saying, "Yeah, every so often I buy a new pack of dried peppers and I just throw it in the mix."
Yeah.
So this going on
3 years, 18 days, and 21 hours. And in that time, the 6-gallon batch has gotten 2,400 peppers, spanning the 7-pot Douglas, 7-pot Primo, Ghost Scorpion, and Carolina Reaper.
Are you growing these yourself?
No, we just bought dried peppers, and Michael got us some freshies.
Okay.
Wow. All into one 6-gallon batch of mead. For those that don't know, mead is wine made out of honey instead of grapes. Sometimes you will still use grapes, but its main component is honey, and then you just fruit it. Blueberries, raspberries, vanilla beans, like you said. Has there been a certain type of honey that you really enjoy using?
For a lot of stuff, we like to use a blend of wildflower and orange blossom. Just ferments super, super clean, and then showcases whatever fruits or spices we want to use. Shit, I forgot the question now. Mouth's starting to get hot.
Do you have a favorite type of honey?
So we definitely do have a favorite. I don't know if we'll ever be able to get it again, though. It was either a, co-pull or a blend pull from, I believe, Flying Bee Ranch out in the West Coast of a meadow foam blackberry. and this was one of the most incredible honeys I've ever had.
So they blended a blackberry specific with a meadow foam?
I'm not sure if it was blended or if it was like nearby farms or what. It was too incredible that I didn't ask.
So you actually had me try some of the meadow foam honey one of the last times you had it in the shop. And
Oh, that's hot.
yeah, we're in the
We're getting
digits.
into the hurt zone.
Yeah. But it was the most incredible thing, tasting that honey. You know, honey's just tasty in itself, but tasting something that tastes like liquid marshmallows that is completely natural was insane.
That's the most bonkers thing is, so normally fermentation destroys vanilla flavor, so I have to get a mop for my freaking face. Normally fermentation destroys vanillin flavor, or vanillin, which is the chemical that makes vanilla flavor. But for whatever reason, this just keeps it around and pushes it. Fuck.
6 digits.
Here's the fucking hurt locker right now.
Yeah, here we go. We're gonna hit the wall on this one. The Infinite's bomb beyond insanity. Don't taste good. Don't feel good. There's nothing good about this.
Don't buy this. Don't.
Don't buy this
Don't.
shit.
Don't buy. Don't.
I had somebody over earlier today. It's like I've been watching the show. He sticks his finger in here and puts it in his
No.
mouth, and I'm like, so you want to have a bad day?
The liquid inside of that vial is a hate crime.
It is. This shouldn't even be bottled. Like, the fact that people buy this. Thank you, Brittany, for buying this, because I didn't buy this. I'm going to be extra careful with this one.
Yeah, as you put like an ounce on there. God, oh, frick.
Yeah, I'm going to die.
Okay.
I'm just going to end my life right here in one fell swoop. But
This is worse than the time my parents paid me to get on one of those rickety fucking festival rides that creaks and like whips you around.
with the guy with one eye. You checking your height?
Oh, God, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, it tastes like burnt rubber soaked in diesel fluid.
I've never been to one of those tracks, but you know where they do the drag racing? Mm-hmm. You know how they like wet the start of the track? So after a few cars have gone, I bet if you got down and like licked the wet off the track, that's what this tastes like. With as hot as it still is too, like the tires were freshly like burning that patch, and then you're like, yeah, now's the time to eat.
Yeah.
It's ready.
It's ready. Put it in a bottle.
Dinner's served.
Ship it off to some idiots.
Oh shit.
I'm that idiot. So, oh my gosh. So, how long has Four Fires been open?
Oh, 4 years.
4 years. He's gonna have a hard time. If you haven't been, he's out in Maumee. Off of Dussel, behind the car dealership in the little Facebook him.
We've been producing since January 2018. Opened the tap room in July of 2019. It fucking hurts to talk.
It's the breathe in that. The out's not bad. It's the in that's.
It's opposite. The in is like salvation. Oh shit.
Oh, so
It's just as bad as I remember.
yeah,
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
yeah. So moving on up. I mean, at only 137, like
It's all of them. It's all 137 are there.
it
Everyone.
is. We're gonna go right to over 500,000.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything because I end up eating my words. And this being the 5th episode, I should know better. Oh, chunky.
Oh, that was a wad.
So, do you have a favorite that you've produced so far that you enjoy producing every year?
What are you getting into? I'm sorry. What was that last one you just dabbed?
This one?
No, the one you're using right now. Yeah. What is that?
This is Eye of the Scorpion, and it's a little over 600,000 Scovilles. So we're almost 6 times hotter than what we just ate.
I'm gonna say a short prayer for you.
I wore a black shirt, so you guys can't see it right now, but my body is pissing sweat.
Squirt.
Oh. Well, it tastes good. But I rubbed some hot sauce on my face. I can
Oh,
feel
don't
it.
do that.
Feel it. That didn't hurt as bad. Yeah, at least.
Yeah. It at least tastes good. Unlike the last one. My nose is running profusely. But
I can breathe so good right now. There's definitely pepper on the left side of my face. Woo!
so yeah, favorite one. Do you have a favorite that you produce
Oh,
every year?
the wet one right now. Just whatever one would be wet. Just. I would say we've got like two main styles. We've got hydromels, which are lower ABV, lightly carbonated. We've got stills, which are wine strength and still. Of the stills, I like our Blueberry Bouncing Betty, blueberry and vanilla beans.
I agree.
Carbonated raspberry dicro.
Yeah. All right. Carbonated. What's the one that I like? Mass Appeal.
Yeah.
Mass Appeal. But
And so-
lately, I've only been able to drink like one, maybe two of those.
So Mass Appeal we'll have out in bottles this year, so
Oh,
be able to start seeing that on shelves.
exciting. You can also get everything to go in crowler form, or all the bubblies to go in crowler form when you go and visit. So if you have a flight of something that you like, you can go home with it right from the meadery. So going into the last dab, the Apollo Reaper, quite arguably the hottest pepper on the planet. I think it is actually right now. Smoking Ed Curris from Pucker Butt Farms.
That's a great place to go, I guess.
It's where you go to die. So there's been this talk the last couple of times I've come to the meadery about this McDonald's $1 million menu,
Oh, the $100 menu.
the $100 menu.
Oh, yeah. So the $100 menu started when we were processing the products for Splendor and Opulence. So we had French black truffles, and during the photo shoot for it, we got some McDoubles and shaved a half ounce of truffles onto McDoubles. French black truffles. Thus spawned the $100 menu. So it's a $1 menu item with $99 worth of expensive ingredients. So there's the double truffle McDouble. There's the Osatra King Caviar Filet-O-Fish. There's the Thomas Handy Flambéed Apple Pie. There was saffron French fries. And then for the mimosa, it was a 1994 Dom Perignon and Orange High C.
Yes. We got a standing ovation for this menu. Ronald McDonald needs to step up his game. Or just step aside and let Chris on in.
Donnie, hit me up if you wanna collab. Send the check. Why did I put so much of that on there?
I don't know.
I added one more to our plate, and I'll let you know why after we eat this.
Okay. I'm scared. Now I'm scared. Oh, geez.
Oh, fuck. Oh, you're fucked. Oh,
Yeah.
I might go back to church. I'm not going to church in 10 years. Oh, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, help me, Stanley Tucci. So this last one here, one of my favorite things to do at the meadery is a process called cuvéing. It's when you mix stuff. So we're gonna do one last one as a cuvée.
Oh, we want to do a
Yeah, let's do a drop of each.
drop of each on
Let's make a pool, and we'll do a little swimmy boy.
Oh, and just do a nice little dip.
Yeah.
Dip action. All right.
That's a good amount of that.
Most legit idea ever.
So this is pretty wild, right?
I think my body stopped sweating, but my lungs just started collapsing. Oh, God, and this awful shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, why did I put too much?
Straight cuvee.
It's real pretty. I mean, it looks like what tomorrow might look like.
It looks like tomorrow.
Clay, you gotta take a look at this. It's like a fucking Jackson Pollock up in this bitch.
Well, Clint gets to go through this gauntlet next week.
I need that up on the backdrop screen while we're DJing. You know what I mean? Just
Right.
like just like moving along.
It's like one of them trippy hippie concerts.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Oh my lord, dude.
Shit.
Cheers.
Oh. Ah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Good,
Oh.
but wow.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It comes in waves, just like the sauce looks. Like, it's like, oh, that's. Oh. All right.
Oh, that's the best worst idea
11 wings in. So,
ever.
I see you brought some fun stuff to add to our nifty little episode here.
I, for one, don't abide by normal punishment standards. I am a sinner in the eyes of an angry God, and I must be punished. So, I brought a batch 2, a batch 3 of our cranberry, which is cranberry habanero. And this should actually be a little bit of a reprieve for us. These are made to show off all the fruit while still having all of the pepper flavor and it not to be such a huge challenge. Ghost is going to be right in that realm as well too.
Are you able to? All right.
And I brought batch 2 and 3 of those as well too. And then we'll introduce these sneaky little snipers in the back.
I'll let you do the honors. I have absolutely the worst.
I'm sure myself, and if I'm thinking of other people, probably thinking it. Just what's the availability of these things moving forward, and what has it been in the past?
So, Ghost and Cranbanero have been a Halloween release for us for the past 2 or 3 years. The availability of Cranbanero will become year-round starting next year. Ghost will still be released in the weeks before Halloween. Sorry, I'm just starting to get some of my mind back. Which is cool because that'll send us into another frickin' frenzy.
Do your club members get an earlier grab of any of these products?
They do. So our club members currently get a window to purchase before the public does, as well as getting some specialty items that are not available to the public. But Cranbanero should be available year-round as well as some of our other non-peppered selections.
A pedestrian person that's not part of your club would be able to go get this.
Absolutely. I feel like the bomb doesn't linger as much as it used to, or maybe there's I've died a little bit more inside. Ooh, nice pap.
I think it just depends on how much you actually eat. There's been a couple episodes where I was just struggling.
Dude,
after
you guys,
the bomb.
the amount you put on the last episode on those tacos, I almost stopped watching.
That was Taco's great idea.
It was definitely a cool setup. I liked the switch up for that. I mean, you see wings with everyone all the time, so seeing a fresh.
Do you do the wings yourself, the tacos yourself, or are you doing all this stuff, or you're outsourcing?
So the tacos I just bought some carnitas from the grocery store and just cooked it up and we just made the tacos here. I made a little slaw to go with it. And the chicken wings comes from the Wing Station. I usually always give them a plug. Thank you, Clint, for reminding me. The Wing Station's over on Sylvania and Secor. I don't like big jumbo wings. I like crispy little chicken wings. I have this.
It's a meat to skin ratio.
It is. It really is.
100%.
And
Cheers.
that and I have a fear that somebody may not cook the chicken wing fully, and raw chicken will ruin my appetite faster than anything. So having a very well cooked crispy chicken wing, I think I definitely think Wing Station over on Secor does a good job of it.
So biggest difference between batch 2 and batch 3 of Cramonero is batch 2 pulled a lot more of the fruit forward for it, and then batch 3 is going to be more honey forward.
Okay.
But this is going to start off as a cranberry and honey fermentation, and then it ages out on cherries, a little bit more honey, and fresh Cramoneros that we process by hand. So remove the stem, remove all the sinew, all the seeds, and then we remove the outside shine shell, and we put just the fruit in there, which is why you're going to get all of that beautiful pepper flavor without it being too difficult to drink.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was a reprieve. My mouth feels better.
That's delicious.
Imagine eating more peppers and it feels better.
We could just do a whole show on just capping or corking wines.
We could.
And the biggest thing you'll notice is that color difference right there.
That is color. This is 3?
Yeah, this is batch 3. This one just came out this last October.
Currently available in the tap room?
And on Vino Shipper.
Okay.
Batch 2 would have had peppers from Herbaceous. Batch 3 came from a combination of Fartley Farms and a few of our Mug Club members, as a matter of fact.
Oh. That is different.
Way more honey. And then like some more like pepper roast / smoke.
No, I definitely got that on the nose too. Get that pepper on the nose. It's very, very pleasing. Fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, there's a little tingle.
Just a little tickle. So this will start Man Ghost. Releases at the same time. This is mango and pineapple fermented with honey, and then aged on a lot more mango and pineapple with dried ghost peppers. Should be just a little bit more spicy than Cramonero, but really same level, manageable.
So even somebody who doesn't care for heat could still, I think, my opinion, could still do it. I just went through all this crap, but I still think this is enjoyable. It's not like going to be spicy like hot sauces. It's mostly there for
It's like
flavor.
a tingle.
Yeah, it's a little tingle.
It plays along with the acidity a bit, so.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, I love that batch.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So when it was fresh, it had a little bit more heat to it. And what I like to do with these early on was I would take a bottle and pop it in a pan, reduce it down, and throw in a couple pads of butter and some fresh peppers and make wing sauce out of it.
Huh. Interesting. Very good. Very good.
All right, last bit of safety before we re-ruin.
Before we die again.
The cool thing is with this last one is I've already like liquidated it or liquidized it, so you can let it just coat your insides, and it fluidly just ruins everything. You can feel it like going down and being bad.
So I know where it's at in my body at all times. Wow.
And I'll give you some tasting notes before we go into it, because there is a little bit of a tasting story for it.
Okay.
You'll notice more fresh pepper flavor on the nose on this one. This one actually incorporated all fresh peppers as opposed to our normal dry route.
Okay.
And all of these came from Fartley Farms.
Okay. Fartley Farms and Puckerbutt Farms. And where do they get what?
Well, so Fartley Farms is because the guy's name is John Fartley.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
Namesake.
Yeah.
No
No pun.
Listen,
pun.
man, if I had a name like that, I'd run
Golly,
with it
works.
too. Because you remember it. It's great. And the hot sauce, again, the hot sauces are so good.
Oh. I just love how like you still keep like the same platform for the flavors of Cramonero and Mangos, but as the batches actually do taste different. Like there's actually different taste in the batch.
Yeah, you can tell there's some semblance to it. The recipe is for the most part the same, but we do, we work with different fruit, and fruit is never going to be the same batch to batch. different crops, different years, everything like that. So
Absolutely.
Your honey has variance too. It doesn't interplay quite as much when you have these other.
massively so, but it's so expounding that there's no way for me to explain it. I mean, the expounding amount of varietals and honey, especially when you get into the wildflower phase, I mean, it's as expansive as the universe itself. I mean, it's talking about any number of different blends of varietals of any different pollens. So it's why wildflower is so undervalued. Wildflowers are so cool, especially like regional, local wildflowers that showcase terroir. One of the coolest honeys you asked about earlier, one of the coolest honeys we've ever gotten, we've actually gotten here in town off of Broadway Street from the Sofia Quintero Gardens. The early summer pull that we get from them tastes like fennel, lemon rind, and black peppercorn.
Wow. Savory mead.
It definitely played, so we did a traditional with it, and it played more Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio tones.
All right. Oh, shit.
I didn't have another just plain cap. So the fun thing with this one, and we'll do half, and I brought you another little tester vial in case you wanted to ruin someone else's day, but Clint's here to volunteer and have it, so.
Yeah.
So this one, like I said, is about...
This is what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, this is about 3 years old, a little bit over 3 years old, and it started off as a 6-gallon batch of traditional mead. And over those 3 years, we added, just in different batches, swathes of fresh and dried chilies, expounding just those top 4. So those were the top 4 registered Guinness World Hottest Peppers at the time. This is our namesake mead, so this is called Four Fires. And we will remake this every time Guinness updates the top 4 hot pepper list.
Well, they definitely should have, I believe, with the Apollo.
Have you clocked the Scoville unit on this and registered it yet? Or?
That is a very contentious question with us. So we have sent off samples twice, and they keep telling us that there is 1,080 Scovilles inside of this product.
That's BS. I can tell from
I can assure
smell.
you and them that is not the case.
No, this would be hotter than that.
Yeah. So you'll, first off the get-go, you'll taste beautiful, beautiful honey, almost like a little bit of leatheriness, dried fruits, prunes, figs. It'll be a really lovely, warming, indulgent experience, and that will last a fraction of a second before someone busts through that door and kicks you in the face with a steel-toed boot.
Oh, wonderful.
Here we go.
Thank you.
I feel like it's mellowed. Oh, no. Okay. I was going to say, I feel like it's mellowed over the years, but it just has a delay fuse is all.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's impossible for it to go anywhere.
I mean,
Right?
capsaicin degrades over time.
It does degrade, okay.
But this is definitely a false sense of security because it's just growing now. It's not stopped growing. It's still going.
That's so tasty.
It's kind of leveled out now, though. Yeah, I mean, after 3 years, I mean, it's not going to be as hot. Treat yourself.
That's so tasty.
It's manageable. So if you're down with heat, you know, at this point in time, I mean, you've been in the tap room. You've tasted this when it was at its peak.
Yeah, when it was a baby.
And it was rough.
It was, but like I said, it's that perfect marriage of sweet, spicy. I like the actual flavor of the capsaicin with the honey is just like...
Dude, capsaicin as a chemical is incredible.
So tasty. That is so tasty. Like, I mean, despite the heat, I could eat... I could drink a whole glass of that, I think. That's
He just
fantastic.
smelled it.
I know. Isn't that just gangster? The smell of that is wild.
I don't think I've ever gotten like hot sauce on my gums before, but this like is in my gums.
It's like up behind the teeth.
It's like up here.
The layer of pepper aroma is...
Dude, the nose is
Oh my
ridiculous.
gosh.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Like that is absolutely fantastic creation.
And obviously there's honey there too.
Yeah. So this is just honey, water, and peppers. And I think I say this was early on, so we were only using 71B and QA23, so it's one of those two.
Okay. All right. I would. This was probably before. Man down. Man down. Someone's down in the green room. So again, fantastic. Thanks for bringing out the wonderful stuff. Again, Chris Clark, Four Fires Meadery. He's out there in Maumee. Google him. They're the only ones out there.
Bring me a towel.
Bring him a towel. He'll probably need it for a couple days here. They're open Wednesday through Saturday, 4 to 10.
Wednesday through Friday, 4 to 10. I got pepper in my eye again. Wednesday through Friday, 4 to 10, and Saturdays from 2 to 10.
2 to 10. All right. Go out and see him. Purchase some of this fantastic product. I promise you'll love it. Again, if you're not much of a wine person, they do a bubbly that's kind of like a wine cooler-esque, but it's still very tasty stuff. You can find it at local retailers. I've seen it at Joseph's. I've seen it at Holloway.
Garden Harvest.
A lot of their still, like these bottles you can find there. Yeah, go out and visit them. Again, thanks for coming out and doing this show.
Thanks for having me, man.
Awesome.
Whew.
Yeah, that's fucked up for real, bro.